I am speaking to you now with a nearness that presses against your breath, because I see the quiet storm that has formed around your heart, and I will not let you be taken by the waves. Hear me, you are not alone, you are not foolish, and you are not late. I have walked your steps before you, and I am placing light on a path that others tried to darken with sweet words and hidden hands. Do not skip these lines, because I am answering the uneasiness you have felt in moments when the room was quiet and your spirit spoke louder than anyone's voice. I am addressing the feeling you often dismiss and the pattern you noticed but explained away for the sake of peace. I am here to keep you, to warn you, to lift you, and to restore your joy so fully that manipulation cannot find air to breathe. There is a person who imagines a future with you, but their idea of love is a mask stretched over hunger. They have studied what you long for, and they have practiced the right phrases to sound holy, to sound caring, to sound stable, to sound like home. Yet beneath the surface there is a plan to take what is yours, your time, your confidence, your money, your access, your voice, your peace. The sign is not in their compliments but in their calculations, how they appear generous when eyes are watching, how they apologize with a performance instead of repentance, how your boundaries become a debate they must win, how your achievements become ladders for them to climb. I am uncovering this not to shame you but to save you. You have given love the benefit of the doubt. Now give discernment the same honor. You asked me for a sign, and I have already begun to send it. Remember the conversation that made you smile on the outside while your chest tightened within. Remember the request that came with urgency but no accountability, the promise that ballooned like a cloud without rain, the story that shifted every time the truth pressed too close. Remember the days after you said no, and how their tone turned from honey to vinegar, from flattery to pressure, from "I understand" to "you owe me." These are not random moments, they are threads of a single garment I am pulling loose so you can see what it really is. I am not asking you to be suspicious of everyone, I am teaching you to be wise with this one. Do not despise yourself for the compassion that opened your door. Compassion is my fingerprint in you. But compassion without clarity becomes a doorway for those who trade love like a currency and spend people like coins. I did not design you to be a treasury for someone else's greed. I did not design you to finance another person's laziness, to underwrite their irresponsibility, or to sign your name beneath their unfinished lessons. I did not design you to carry their consequences while they enjoy your harvest. You can be kind and still keep your keys. You can be generous and still guard your garden. You can be open-hearted and still use a lock. Listen to how your body speaks when this person enters the room, the way your shoulders lift without permission, the way your breath hides high in your chest, the way you rehearse explanations in your mind before you have even been asked a question. Your spirit is sounding an alarm my spirit has set. Peace is not the absence of conflict, peace is the presence of alignment. If you must shrink to be chosen, if you must silence yourself to be safe, if you must pay for access to affection, it is not love, It is a contract written in invisible ink where the terms always favor the one who benefits most from your doubt. I am not merely warning you, I am forming you. I am building a backbone out of the bones of your old fears. I am drying the tears that made it hard to see. I am lifting your chin so you can read the labels on the offers placed before you. Not every ring is a covenant, some are a chain. Not every date is a door, some are a detour. Not every "I love you" is a vow, some are a bargain set at the price of your self-respect. Let this settle inside you. Love that comes from me never requires you to betray yourself to prove it is real. You have asked, but what if I am wrong? What if I push away someone who could have stayed? Hear me, truth never fears a light turned on. A heart that is honest does not run from clarity, it welcomes it. So here is what I am giving you, the discipline of pause. Delay any commitments that tie your name, your resources, or your future to theirs until patterns prove what the promises claim. Set boundaries and watch behavior, not speeches. Ask direct questions and measure the answers against time, not emotion. Keep your finances private, your passwords unknown, your documents secure, your signature unused, and your generosity channeled through wisdom that has witnesses. A love that is healthy will bless your boundaries, a love that is hungry will attack them. You have forgiven much in your life, and that forgiveness is holy. But forgiveness is not the same as permission. You can forgive the past and still refuse to repeat it. You can forgive a wound and still decline the hand that caused it from holding you again. I have not called you to be a lesson someone refuses to learn. I have not called you to be a shelter for a storm someone enjoys making. I have not called you to be a mirror for a person who only sees themselves in your eyes. I have called you to be whole, and wholeness will change what you accept. There is a reason your dreams have sharpened. There is a reason songs feel like confirmations and scriptures carry a new weight when you read them quietly. I am whispering through what is familiar so you can step away from what is not safe. Pay attention when you see the same numbers as a nudge to pray, the same phrases from different mouths, the same small delays that keep you from rushing into what would have taken years to escape. I have placed intercessors on your path who do not even know your name. Still, they pray for you when your face comes to mind. That sudden strength you felt on a day you expected to break, that was me, and that is what I will continue to be for you. Your future is not a prize for someone to win by charming you. Your calling is not a shortcut for someone to step into rooms they never honored with preparation. Your kindness is not an ATM. Your house is not a hiding place for irresponsible habits. Your soft heart is not a sandbox for selfish games. I am dignifying you in public because you believed me in private, and what I dignify I also defend. I will not let your life become a museum of all the times you ignored your own wisdom to keep someone else comfortable. Now hear the blessing inside the warning. I am preparing a partnership that enriches rather than empties you. I am shaping you to recognize the difference between chemistry and covenant, between adrenaline and assurance, between butterflies and peace. The one I have for you will not fear your growth, they will water it. They will not be threatened by your purpose, they will protect it. They will not present invoices for the love they give, they will give because love is what they are becoming. The one I have for you will not ask you to prove your worth, they will celebrate the worth I have already proved in you. Until that day, let the waiting become your wisdom. Clean your space of gifts that feel like anchors. Return what was loaned to manipulate you. Delete the conversations that try to keep you guilty for choosing yourself. Block where you must. Document where you should. Speak only to those who can hold your truth without spilling it. When you feel weak, call my name and watch strength arrive without noise. When you feel lonely, tell the truth to me and then to a safe friend, and watch community gather like a cloak around your shoulders. When you feel tempted to explain yourself to someone committed to misunderstanding you, step back and let silence reveal what your words never could. I am restoring your relationship with money so it no longer feels like either a secret or a trap. You will have a new plan for how you save, spend, and sow, and it will not be a plan that ties you to the needs of someone who only calls when their convenience runs low. I am teaching you to listen to counsel before you sign. I am aligning you with people who can read the fine print and point to hidden clauses. I am giving you patience to walk away from deals that look shiny and hearts that look polished but prove empty. I am giving you courage to say, "This is not for me," and to leave the table while your dignity is still seated beside you. The shame you felt for not seeing sooner is dissolving even now. The time you think you lost is returning in unexpected ways. I will redeem your yes and sanctify your numbers. I will walk you past the places where you once stumbled until your footsteps become a map for others who need the same freedom. You will speak differently because you will know you are safe. You will choose differently because you will know you are loved. You will love differently because you will no longer confuse sacrifice with self-erasure. There is a future where you wake with peace before any message arrives on your phone. There is a future where laughter returns without asking permission. There is a future where your plans involve no secret dread that someone will sabotage them from the shadows of your kindness. I am guiding you into that future by asking you to trust me today with one simple, holy act: close the door that keeps letting the wind in. Do it gently if you can, firmly if you must, but close it. After it shuts, do not stand beside it in case it knocks with the same voice again. Walk with me to the window of possibility and watch the light stretch across the floor you thought would never feel warm again. I am not punishing you with caution, I am protecting you with clarity. Your heart is precious to me, so precious that I will interrupt any fantasy that risks becoming your prison. Your hope is precious to me, so precious that I will prune any attachment that grows thorns pointed back at you. Your future is precious to me, so precious that I will set angels at the corners of your decisions to keep what is holy from being casually handled. Nothing that is truly yours in me can be stolen by flattery or taken by force. What is of me is guarded by me, and what is not of me will fall away when you step into obedience. Lift your head. Breathe deep. Place your hand over your heart and say, I belong to the one who loves me without price. Feel the steadiness I am giving you. Feel the permission to choose peace. Feel the courage to disappoint the wrong person so you can make room for the right future. You are not late to wisdom, you are right on time for freedom. You are not hard to love, you are hard to use, and that is holy. Let these final instructions settle like anchors that hold you steady as I move. Do not loan what you cannot afford to never see again. Do not co-sign what you did not pray about with someone who prays only when they want something. Do not share access that exposes your accounts, your documents, your schedules, or your location to those who have not earned trust. Keep your commitment small and your observations honest until fruit appears. If pressure rises when you say, not yet, let that pressure prove what love was pretending to be. I will validate your caution with confirmation, and I will comfort the ache that comes when you leave a performance and step back into truth. I am with you in this room right now, and I am with you in the rooms you have not entered yet. I am standing between you and the hand that would take what I gave, and I am standing behind you with a goodness that will not let you fall backwards into old patterns. You will not be tricked out of your treasure. You will not be married to a scheme dressed as a soulmate. You will not walk down an aisle toward a contract that empties your future. You will walk in clarity, and the ones who truly love you will recognize the light on your face and rejoice. This is my promise: I will keep you, I will guide you, I will provide for you, and I will surround you with relationships that honor the person I am making you to be. Do not skip this truth. Receive it, hold it, and let it make you free. I speak to you now with a voice that knows the shape of your heart, the weight of your breath, the precise ache that rises when the room goes quiet and your mind begins to ask its brave, trembling questions. I have watched you reach for love as if it were a cup on a high shelf, stretching, hopeful, careful not to drop the things you already carry. I have watched you choose gentleness when it cost you sleep, and kindness when it did not come back to you. I am not late. I am never late. I am here because a knot that has tightened around you needs to be untied before it snaps something precious. Do not skip this. Let each line be a lamp in a hallway you thought would stay dark. There is a person who smiles with soft words and measured promises. They study what you value, mirror your language, and rehearse the answers they know you long to hear. Their hope is not your wholeness, their hope is access. They would marry you to reach what they cannot build: your peace, your name, your open doors, your favor that did not come from them. They would stand beneath your roof to lay claim to the beams that hold it up. They would borrow your glow and call it theirs. They would take what is yours and say it was always meant to be shared until the day sharing becomes surrender and you no longer recognize your own reflection. I do not bring this to frighten you. I bring this to free you. You have asked me, is it love if I am always shrinking to fit it? Hear me, love does not require you to become less in order to be held more. Love is a home that makes room for your full voice, your full laughter, your full calling. Love gives you back to yourself with interest. Love is not a contract that hides a hook in its fine print. Love does not place a hand on your shoulder while the other reaches for your pockets, your passwords, your peace. Love is not a ledger that tallies what you owe for the privilege of being chosen. Love is not a smile that stiffens when you say, no. Love is not a test you must pass to keep the sun shining. I am love, and I do not bargain with your worth. You feel it already, the slight misalignment you tried to ignore. The compliments that arrive precisely after your doubts surface, as if a hidden microphone caught your quiet fears. The sudden urgency when you speak of boundaries. The way plans accelerate when you ask for time to pray. The quick injury in their eyes when you say you will wait, as if your caution were an insult. The interruptions when you describe your calling, the subtle redirection to their own ambitions, the praise that swells only when your choices benefit their path. My child, caution is not cynicism when your peace pauses, it is wisdom signaling a crossroads. I have placed signs on your road like mile markers that glow at dusk. When you share news of a win, notice whether they celebrate or recenter the story on themselves. When you set a small boundary, notice whether they respect it the first time without theater. When you say, I need to ask God, notice whether they bless your seeking or belittle it with jokes about how love doesn't need all that. When you are quiet, notice whether they grow curious about your heart or impatient with your silence. When you are tired, notice whether they lift the load or lift only what is easy and visible. In these small scenes, you will glimpse the truth without the need for a storm. I am not warning you because you are weak. I am warning you because you are entrusted. What sits in your hands is not just yours, it is the seed I asked you to carry for others who have not yet found their field. Your favor is a doorway for many feet. Your story is medicine for many hearts. Your endurance is a well for many pilgrims. You have survived nights that tried to rename you. You have forgiven offenses that never apologized. You have learned to sing while building. That song is the sound of a life I refuse to see traded for applause that fades as soon as you are emptied. You prayed, if this is not your best for me, disrupt it kindly. I am answering. The kindness I bring is clarity. Clarity is the friend that holds your face steady while truth finds your eyes. With clarity comes courage, and with courage comes a holy no that does not need to explain itself beyond, God has spoken to me. Do not apologize for protecting what I placed in you. Do not call boundaries unloving when they are exactly how love remains strong. Do not mistake attraction for assignment. Do not assume chemistry means covenant. Covenant is weight. Covenant is mutual witness before me that both hearts will guard what I planted. Covenant is not a tunnel to reach treasure that was never theirs to mine. If you feel a tremor of grief at the thought of letting go, honor it. Grief is not always a sign of loss. Sometimes it is the evidence that you have chosen against a future that would have cost you yourself. Let the grief move through. I am in the movement. I am the hand that holds your back when you exhale what you thought you needed. I am the warmth that returns to your chest when you realize peace has a sound, and it is the sound of me staying. Now hear what I am giving in place of what I am removing. I am upgrading your discernment so you do not confuse performance with presence. I am sharpening your ear so that words no longer hypnotize you when actions do not agree. I am adjusting your pace so that urgency cannot rush you past wisdom's quiet door. I am sending counsel in the shape of a friend who is not dazzled by charisma and not threatened by your light. I am restoring the joy of slow knowing, the kind that watches and blesses and tests and prays without fear of missing out. I am healing the part of you that believed love must be dramatic to be real. Real love can be gentle without being dull. Real love can be calm without being empty. Real love does not need to be rescued or constantly proven, it simply remains. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not difficult for wanting alignment. You are not demanding for requiring transparency. You are not unromantic for seeking wisdom. You are honoring me when you guard the life I breathed into you. You are protecting the future I pictured when I formed you, days with laughter that does not check the door, mornings where your first thought is gratitude not apology, evenings where your conversation is not a negotiation but a garden. You are building a house where children, whether born of your body or your purpose, will learn that love tells the truth and keeps it. There will be attempts to draw you back with promises that swell and spill like hurried rivers. There may be apologies written with eloquence. There may be gifts, sudden, extravagant, calling your name in ways that feel like fate. Do not be bribed by gestures that never became habits. Weigh the pattern, not the plea. Patterns tell the story gifts try to cover. Blessed are those who trust the map of consistency, they rarely get lost. I instruct you now to do 3 simple things that will open a clear path under your feet. First, write what you know I have shown you, every red flag, every uneasy silence, every instance your spirit flinched. Seeing the thread will free you from the spell of isolated moments. Second, place your decision before me and ask for a double confirmation, one in your spirit, one in circumstance. Then watch as I arrange what cannot be staged, doors that should open but do not, information that reaches you from afar, timing that exposes motives without your effort. Third, dedicate a window of days to stillness. Reduce the noise, loosen the calendar, simplify the gatherings. In stillness, the counterfeit loses color and the real becomes radiant. You may ask, if I release this, what of my loneliness? I answer with a promise, I will not leave you with a lesser empty. I will fill the space with myself until presence ceases to feel like waiting and begins to feel like home. Loneliness is loud only when you believe you are unloved. The moment you see how I sit with you, the volume turns down. From that quiet, you will attract what matches your peace. From that quiet, I will introduce you to rest in human shape, someone who is not threatened by your calling, who prays with you without performing, who adds laughter to your rooms and listens to your words as if they were gifts. Someone who will not marry you to reach what you carry but to carry with you what I have assigned. Until then, solitude is not a sentence, it is a sanctuary where I polish your crown. Do not call this a loss, call it a rescue. I am pulling you from a story that would require you to dim yourself in order to keep the plot moving. I am changing the ending before the middle traps you. I am proud of you for noticing what did not feel like me. I am proud of you for asking more from love than its first fireworks. I am proud of you for staying soft without becoming porous. Soft hearts can still have strong doors. Mercy can still require keys. When doubt approaches and asks, "What if you misheard?" return to the peace test. Peace is not a mood that visitors can manipulate with flowers and apologies. Peace is my signature. When you imagine staying, does your chest tighten? When you imagine walking away, does the air inside you expand? Trust the instruments I placed within you. They are calibrated to me. You are not being dramatic, you are being delivered. I am also addressing the fear that you will be judged for choosing differently than the crowd that cheers for spectacle. Remember, crowds love a show, but you are building a life. The balcony may boo when you pause the performance, but the stage is not your home. Your home is the quiet where I call you by your true name. Let the crowd have its noise. Let your soul have my nearness. In time, even those who did not understand will see the wisdom of what you preserved. I bless your next steps with a steady spine and a gentle tongue. You will not need to scorch earth to leave it. You will speak kindly and clearly. You will answer questions with simple truth. You will not argue with denial, you will not wrestle with guilt. You will honor what was good without pretending the rest was harmless. You will end what must end, and you will do it with dignity that confuses those who expected you to crumble. Dignity is how royalty travels, and you are mine.